there everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with the, I was about to say Scramble for the Far East, but this is Fall of the Dragon Empire mod. Last time around we dealt with the Chinese, however, the Chinese are back, and as we can see here, I have discovered there's a lot more territories than I first thought. I thought the next territory next to all of these were this one right here in between us and Hong Kong, but as my police officers have discovered, there's an additional two slightly to the north of us, or to the northwest I should say, depending on where you look from. Right, we're at war with the Chinese again. I have, since we've got quite a bit of money, I've put this into complete war production. We have now cavalry in 3 turns, we'll have artillery. And at that point we will start our offensive. But at the same time as that is happening, I realized that my allies, the Kanazawas, are gobbling up territory and are about to gain a lot of these enemies up north. And, you know, I'd rather have it if I can. So I am preparing, and we've been preparing for taking these territories for quite a while. So all our armies are set and ready to go, except these two are now no longer needed because the Kanazawas just took Ushiko. So instead, these will be reformed instead and move down to try and take Ise. It's, if we look at the alignment map, we can see that the enemies of the Shogun, we got 2 territories up here, Kubota, Yonezawa, we've got small territory, cut off from everything, of the Yonezawas. And down here we've got Ise with the Wakayamas, and then we've got Iga, that's held by the Netherlands. I don't think we'll be able to get to the Netherlands part of it, because it's kind of in the middle of there, and as I recall, I don't think it's connected to the Ise province. However, Ise got, what's it called, tea. So that would be rather nice to capture that one. So we'll spirit these 2 armies. The Percival army should head down. I don't know where the border is, so we'll just head down here. And then this one is to receive a cavalry support unit or cavalry brigade. This is the one with the Guard Zouaves, which I believe is usually goes for grenadiers, doesn't he? What's he called? Now I can't remember it for some reason. We're gonna get Empress Dragoons to join in for that army anyways. I will think of it. I will think of it. Why can't I think of it right now? I didn't even have to mention it. Now I've just embarrassed myself by not remembering. If you know, put it down in the comments. Right, let's spearhead some engagement on this video. Right, both of these will move down here and hopefully secure the tea for us, before the British get to it. I don't think the British will get it. We've got Kirkman's Marines ready for their first fight against the Yonezawas at Konosuke, and so on. Right, but first thing, I think we can squeeze some money out of our allies, the Kanazawas. So what I will do, I will request that I will join against the Yonezawas in the Kubota clan. Wakayama, we're not bordering the Wakayamas just yet, with an army at least. So we'll hold off on that. But these two, and I figure we could demand for that 25,000. And that is satisfactory. I've already tested this out, not to sit here like last few episodes ago where I continuously sent trade or deals. I've already tested out. 25 is roughly the best we'll get out of them. Also, they're an ally, so maybe I shouldn't try and, you know, squeeze too much money out of them. 25,000 I think is pretty darn good, though. Right, we'll start with Kirkman's Marines and have their army lay siege to this castle. There is nothing of importance here except telegraph office. So now I will be able to actually connect. No, wait, this is where the rail line diverge, because the rail line goes all the way from the north and all the way through towards the south, but then it detours here, I believe, and also goes north and stops here somewhere, I think. So I guess we'll add that bit to it. The rail offices, they do give cash, I believe. They increase the wealth of the region, so it's a slightly more money producing, that's a weird way of saying it, money producing province. And then we've got the new chasseurs brought in, the tier 2, and it'll be their first battle as well against this one, where everyone's really speedy. They're exceptionally good at charges. Right, and at the last incursion then is the Guard Engineers. The tier 2 Guard Engineers. First battle for them as well, going against the Kubotas. I'm hoping that the Kubotas actually leave the castle to come and meet us. That would be nice. They've got a lot of cannons. Actually, it could maybe be easier to fight them in the castle, because they won't be able to position the cannons in a way that they would be able to shoot at us. So we got 2 sieges going, with no hope of rescue. We've got complete surrounding the Jonosawas. We're gonna go for the Kubotas. We're going to continue marching here, and down in China, there we go, down in China, we do have an army that's running around burning stuff around here. Could be that that one is going to try and attack, but the thing is, my garrisons here now are very large and getting larger, and with 3 turns I'll have guns. We'll be able to take them on the offensive, so, right. I'm not going to go ahead and try and siege these out right now, or try to storm them. We're going to try and just bleed them a little bit, and we're going to see if we can maybe even start even more sieges by getting the T in Ise. And with that, let's go ahead and end turn. Kubota marches out to meet us in that their army is entirely made up of cannons. It's all types of cannons. They are overdosing on imported field guns. That's all they have. 6-pounder, 12-pounders, mortars, Armstrong guns, wooden Mythbuster cannons, as I call them. For the Kubotas, this will be over before it even begins. I mean, if my cavalry is able to come around as hill in a reasonable manner, they'll be able to wipe out their army in one go. Right. With that, let's end the Kubotas. In terms of a strategy for this battle, we're going to try and snipe out the cannons as soon as possible. I can actually dig in. I wonder if this is a special ability granted by the fact that I've got tons, like half the army is engineers, and that enables it, because normally you have to stand in place for a certain amount of time for... well, at least 1 turn, I believe. If you stand in place for 1 turn, you'll be able to dig in. In this case, we are able to dig in right away. Maybe not standing right behind the cannons, just because they've got so many cannons. I'm going to move Izzy to the way back. I'm going to move up the Guard Engineers first. They'll suffer the least amount of casualties, because they're in spread out formation. Cavalry is organized like this, in a big square, where the most veteran cavalry units will move in first, and we will move directly towards them. These guys will move up and kind of soak up the first cannon barrage, and then they will stop somewhere around there. The second line will follow up. And march through that. Right, here we go. We're firing at... These are the 12-pounder guns. Maybe we should be aiming for the Armstrong guns. They are the ones to most likely make more damage to us. I should have spread out my cavalry. I should have put 1 units on either side, because they have put more cannons here, and I've put all my cavalry on this side. I will take the more veteran cavalry units then and quickly move them over to the other side, and then we'll have these move through the hills to attack here. Okay, so it's cannon versus cannon here a little bit. And the cannons firing at each other, and then there's also a lot of fire going in towards the center here. As cannon shots go through the regular line units. This unit has already lost 100 men due to all that bloody cannon fire. Look at that, even better. All their bloody infantry is now moving away from all the cannons on this side. Possibly to protect these guns here. You know what? I will not pull this attack in just yet. Most of these are straightforward guns, and they won't be able to level the fire at us, at the cavalry there. So instead the cavalry will strike at the opportune moment. Let's go ahead and do cadence. And then I will bring the cavalry on the attack as the infantry now comes up. We're starting to do quite a bit of damage here. I wonder... It is within range for shrapnel shot. The amount of cannon fire in this battle. Oh, they've started firing canister back at us. The cavalry will go in soon enough, so hopefully we don't suffer too many casualties due to the canister. I thought, oh, it's all cannons, that's going to be an easy show. Look at the amount of cannons that are blowing away at us. However, what they should have been aiming for was the saber cavalry, which is now rather dangerously actually making their way right across the field. Who's coming up here? The enemy's general has decided to cross the field. Alright, go in. Cannons. Cannons focus over here instead. We're doing too well over here. Let him ride in and die. And then the cavalry will emerge victorious. Right, now guns on this side were silenced. You will quickly move through here. My guns firing over here. The general's still fighting. Let's go ahead and cross that hill. Smash that unit. They've got 2 generals after all. Their army wasn't as badly composed as I thought it was. And the unit has no chance to prepare as the cavalry comes riding down. And here the guns are done for. And the cavalry will continue through. We've got their infantry breaking, but so are some of mine. Reposition yourself. Fire at the Armstrong gun. The cavalry is kind of stuck in a fight here, but the enemy general is just about... Ooh, he's already... They've already been tired out just by fighting the general. I think he's gonna break though, and he just did. We'll push through, hit the second one. My second cavalry units are coming in. Hit that one there, and hit the Armstrong gun. And then my artillery will now aim towards the center unit right there. They will be shooting at each other at point-blank range here, as the cavalry sweeps in to go for the guns. What I might have done, now when I think about it, is maybe I should have put my infantry all into skirmish formation. I believe they can. Yes. Unnecessary to put the engineers into danger. Oof, they're down to 55. Head-on charge downhill did not work out for that cavalry unit. However, their army is breaking apart. Their army. Their whole army is slowly breaking apart here. Cavalry is too tired though. Oof, 26. Right, frontal charges. Like that. Not very useful. Didn't go very well. Right, he's right there. Time for you to shoot him. Cavalry, I pushed the cavalry too hard. They're too tired. I thought it was just the lancers that get that tired that quickly, but it turns out it's all cavalry. Which makes sense, really. But here we go. We are victorious. It took us 6 minutes to win this battle. Now let's make sure that we don't have to face as many of these as we move towards the Kubota's capital. They spent their card, and I mean, comparatively against what the enemy has done against us, they did quite well spamming artillery. Although they could have probably done without the wooden cannons, and some of the placement of the guns weren't that great. But what can you do? Here's the actual result of the battle. As we can see, we deployed about 4,000 men against about 2,500 of the enemy. They lost most of their army with only 400 men remaining. Well, we lost 1,000 men, having 3,500 left. Highest kills goes to the cavalry, no surprise, followed by 3 random infantry units. We also have artillery up here. Somehow the engineers managed to kill a few units. Not entirely sure how. Long shots, snipers. Right. The Kubotas should be done. They will be able to recruit some units, because you can recruit units so fast. But I'm 1 turn away from the capital, so should be able to crush them in one fell swoop. Well, would you look at that? It was it was too easy. I was not expecting anything more from the Kubotas. Right after that battle, they bring in an army of 5,600 men. Now their strategy is starting to look up, actually. They send in all the guns first to do tremendous amount of damage on us. Took out 25% of the army, 1,000 men. And now they bring in 5,000 men. So now we're the outnumbered force. But no matter, we will fight for the second army, for the second battle against the Kubotas. Our army is moving into action. Even though I am defending and I could technically dig in, I figured, as we can see here, the enemy is not moving forward towards us. So I'm gonna have to come to them. Also, that with the starting position, we kind of end up just slightly on the backside of the hill here, which is not the best place to set up your defenses. Then I would have to move my defensive line back to like here, and then I would end up so far back. Right, we've got the guard engineers taking up high position up here, and they will, because of their increased range, be able to lay down fire. I think it would be cool though if we did ranked fire for a little bit in the start. We have one of their units have moved out of line to face us. One of their tier 2s, which is 100 men already. Jesus Christ, it must be artillery fire coming in here as well. That unit actually had us here. It could have broken that unit and broken the line in two, but instead it decides to move forward because reasons. With more tier 2 units coming forward. Oh, the bowmen are moving forward here. These 2 units could actually come further forward here, so they actually could face the enemy. And same with these 2. And with that I will sort of... Oh, you know what? All these 3 units are the back side of the hill, kinda. The back slope there. Right, so now the guards have perfect position to fire over way out into the center. With what's going on here in the troop, I'm gonna see if I can pull those guys back. And this time around I put the cavalry back in the center, ready to push them forward where I need them. And I figure I'm gonna swing in that way. While it looks nice, let's put as much fire down upon the enemy as possible. Not doing too well there either. Don't think we should have moved further forward so that we could put more guns down on them. The enemy is actually doing quite the number on me today. What is going on? They've been hard at work training. No, not canister. There we go. Fire this. Right, these cadets have moved into the fire of these 2 units, plus these 3. I'll extend the lines a little bit. We've got a large amount of enemy units converging on the units here. And they seemingly just want to march straight into whatever we put down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these back. I'm going to extend the lines as much as possible. And when they come over the hill, we're going to shoot them. Having more trouble here, so I'm moving these guys back. One cavalry unit will be detached to go for the artillery, and the other 2 will be heading towards dealing with the attack that's going on here. Come down slightly from the hill and fire up the flank, and then I want the artillery now to focus in on that mess that's coming down upon us. Right, what I'll do is I'll detach you to go and attack there. You will attack there, and you will go straight through. This one is already wavering with the cavalry attack. That should, yeah, it's shattered. Forward. Right, just chase that one off. Cavalry goes in there, good. Pushing these guys away. Now they've got a retreating unit right in front of them. It's gonna stop them. These guys still gonna have to stay there. I would want to push them up to support this. And now we'll attack that from 2 directions. You will continue there. With these guys coming up. These 2 will hold to join in the attack here. Keep firing the artillery shots there. That seems to be working out. Right, the enemy was destroyed there. Marching forward. Cavalry is stuck in. We're gonna make sure that the cavalry is not stuck in for as long as we've had them stuck in as previously. I'm gonna pull these guys back, and then I'm gonna call in a third one. We do kind of hammer and anvil. Right, with all of that broken, we'll order all of these guys forward. There we go, they're all broken. Okay, now, hopefully, Kubota is done for. I don't think I want to face a third army. Although I probably could.
Gardez-vous! Quelques balles et vous regretterez ces moments.
Here's the result of the second battle. The enemy deployed 5,600 men, whereof which 4,600 are left on the field. 1,000 men retreat back to the castle. We deployed 3,400 men, 700 loss, which means we have 2,700 to continue on. Unless they have a third army, that's what's gonna continue on and siege the enemy's castle. Highest kills, Saber Cavalry, followed by the Guard Engineer. The Guard Engineer killed quite a lot, with one unit getting 500, another 400 and 300 and so on. No one, unfortunately, gained a chevron, though. Army distraction attempt, well, and lots of raid on my trade. Concealed army discovered. I didn't know that. Oh, that's not an enemy, that's just an army that we discovered. Empress Dragoons being recruited, and more troops in Guangdong. We've got Military Doctrine School being built here, which will increase a lot of different things. Military technology rate, charge bonus, accuracy, melee attack, and it's going to be cheaper to recruit. If we go even further, it's going to double the amount of technology researched to 4% increase, and it's going to reduce it by another 1% for recruitment cost. That seems like something I want to go for, because technologies are very slow to research as it is right now. God damn it. I don't even know where my border is. Continue marching. Empress Dragoons. There's one then that's not ready. It's gonna be 4 turns again until the 4th unit turns up. Oh, they've such long range that they actually reach the army in 1 turn. Cavalry has an amazing range. Maybe I should set up like an army entirely based around cavalry. Alright, we continue to holding siege here, and as it is right now, it's still spring-winter, so no problem there. We're holding on here, no reinforcements have arrived, and so the focal point for this campaign right now is the attack here. I'm surprised they haven't rebelled almost, given the fact that this area is already 78% pro-shogunate. And they've lost 2 major armies. Can I assassinate? I have a 75% to get the general.
Death is necessary.
Oh, he increased in rank as well. Wonderful. I should go for more assassination. At this point, we're up to this level. Which, or is this guy for, have I set him up for assassination? What have I set him up for? Province conversion is the point that are highest. So I should go for, like, inciting revolts. And also whatever increases my ability to turn provinces around. Which seems to be going down this line. So, since I need this, the secret agent one, which is gives point in converting provinces, also this one gives converting provinces. I should get these 2 and these 2 if I have enough points. Then I should, for the next one, I think you get 3 points for the last one, or do you only get 2? Because this one will require me to get 3 to get to that one, and this one will require 2, but total 5 points, so maybe we'll save that. I don't like that this guy is standing in my way. Do I really have to fight him a 3rd time? Can I just walk around and siege your castle? We'll kill the faction leaders. As much as I would want to ultra-assault this, I feel like the cannons could do a number on me, and once again I'd end up with losing a lot of cavalry. So, for the 3rd time, we're fighting the Kubotas. Well, this battle is easy enough done. They stand no chance at my superior force. Since the cavalry is in now, let's go ahead and hold our fire. And very quickly, I'm able to completely crush the enemy force. I'm gonna order the cavalry away, and I'm gonna allow the engineers to shoot down what remains, and that's the battle. I definitely wouldn't have gotten these kinds of results if I'd outer-assault. I ended up losing 9 men, while the enemy force was completely crushed. Highest kill goes to the Saber Cavalry and the Guard Engineer and the Artillery, which were the only parts of the army that took part in the battle. Wonderful. And now I can continue on and almost lay siege. They have been able to not recruit a single new unit. Not a single new unit has been recruited. The interesting thing here is the only unit that doesn't actually reach the castle to lay siege at is the commander. Right, so now Ugo is under siege, Uzun is under siege, and we have Kusuke under siege, all which will need about 4 turns, and then we got these armies moving in on Ise, which we're currently at peace with. I wonder though, because I joined war, am I now at war with Did I manage to avoid then going to war with a sexual alliance because I didn't directly declare war? And that is true. I may manage to avoid that. Let's go ahead and check what's going on in China really quickly. Nothing as of now, which is good. Two turns until the cannons come. I wonder if we should get even more cavalry. I don't know. I don't think that's necessary, actually. The problem with setting up so I can recruit cavalry is now I can't recruit infantry more than here, which means that the bulk force of the army, which is always cavalry, is not increasing to the same amount. The thing is, I wonder, is there even more territory here? Because clearly, I thought that it was basically almost a single strip of towns going along here, because it kind of looks like that on the map, that we have one province there and one province there, but there's tons of small little towns everywhere that we're gonna have to deal with, and seemingly building out the castles of these areas as well. It's gonna be a lot to go through if I want to deal with the Chinese. The thing though is, normally when the Chinese go to declare war on me, they come with an army. This time around they've just opened up hostilities with nothing, really. No attempt at fighting me. You know, if they wanted to break the trade agreement, they could have just said so. The enemy raids of Guangdong continues. Both air threat of attack from Fukuyama. Who's Fukuyama? Assassinated? One of our subjects was assassinated. Military advisor increased in rank. Good. Enemy assassin detected. Who has been assassinated? No! My general? Which general did I have here? God damn it, it was one of the earliest ones. And he came out of nowhere. And who the hell is Fukuyama? Fukuyama? Oh! But they're on the same side. And oh, they just took Izen and border us. Aren't we, Fukuyama? We're indifferent and neutral. Threat of attack. They were so friends actually, but their threat of attack has decreased our by 151 points, and even then with that we're at 15 points. Can we come to an agreement according with an alliance?
I'm here to listen.
I will join your war against the Netherlands, the Sacho Alliance, Tagishima, Murogame, or whatever this place is. I do not want to go in with the biggest faction in Japan. Let's reduce some of these go to war with. Will he will just suffice with the Netherlands. Why didn't you say so? Fuck the Dutch. Wow, threat of war? The threat of war was averted because we both hate the clog wearing fucking giants? No, sorry. Crisis averted. We both hate the Dutch. Although I do not like the fact that it takes so long to build up the generals. They need so many battles to get up to the point, and then boom, destroy. God damn it. And like, where did this assassin comes out of nowhere? What assassin is this? It's a Kubota assassin. I should, if I can save my general if I go back to the previous turn and I force this siege and complete it and kill off the Kubotas, I will save my general, which would be, oh God damn it, it was like one of my top generals as well, I'm pretty sure. It must have been Love. No, it must have been that guy who actually had like a French name, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. And it was Izzy and him in the beginning, I believe. Well, Izzy and him, and which other general is there? The Percival. No, this guy. Oh no, the guy with the actual French name was a guy that I hired in, I think. We're at war with the Netherlands. God damn it. I should have stationed an army here already, so I could have taken out the where I could have gotten the tea production. Right. I do not like the fact that I lost the general, but the thing is, I've got a clear way to save him, which I just need to invent a time machine and go back in time. I guess this faction, it is revenge for me killing killing the heir or the faction leader and his son in the battle of Ugu. God damn it! If I pushed a siege right when I was able to, I would have saved him. And you know what? You know what? Not only do I hate the Dutch, but I am a bit of a time traveler myself. No, of course, I'm not a time traveler. No. Let's take that again. I do not hate the Dutch. I am a time traveler. So I do think I will actually save my general. Because so much time and effort for a little assassin come out of nowhere. Kill him. Like that. Not even wound him or anything. Bastard. Right. That is actually what I think I'll do. Clearly, the Chinese aren't pushing. I don't know why my assassin's over here. Could take a look at the ugly Dutch or something. I don't know. Why this episode turned into Hate the Dutch episode. Very odd. Right. Yeah, no, I am going to cheat here. I am going to cheat and save my general. I'm gonna load the save. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do that siege. And I'm gonna save him through the works of the time machine. I think because of it's all these sieges that I need to complete, and they're all the same basically. So I don't think you want to see any of them. Unless there's a special castle. If there's an interesting castle, I guess I can show that. But I'll show it in the next episode in that case. Otherwise, I think with hostilities done on this side, my armies will set up in either side of the country. We'll see about an invasion of the north. And then seemingly, though, as factions loyal to the shogunate are not happy with me either and potentially want to go at war with me, we might be forced to completely take over the island, which is a daunting task because currently I hold how many territories? I hold 22. There's how many is there in Japan? Given that the next biggest faction in Japan is the Fukuyamas, and they have 15. So with us, plus 15, that would be 37 territories, and that's not even all. So we're probably looking at like 80 territories or something, maybe, in Japan. There's probably a number somewhere about it. That's a lot of territories to claim. And my idea was just to claim all that the pro-Emperor faction held to be able to like complete the assignment or whatever. Right. But with that, this became the Fuck the Dutch and Fuck the Kubotas episode. And on that note, I think we'll end it off here. So, with that said, I will say, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!